This is the course homepage. This is where you'll land when you first click on the link that opens the course. What you'll do first is go to the course content area. Once you find the course content area, this is called the table of contents down the edge here. What you'll do is you'll click on Begin Here. Begin Here contains the general course instructions, which are here. You should read through those carefully. That gives you a very rough roadmap as to how the course is run. All the details, of course, will be in the syllabus. So that's the next step. We'll go and read the syllabus. And we can go do that by going back to the table of contents here, up using this link. And there's the syllabus up here at the top. And you should read through that. That gives you all of the nuts and bolts and all of the details, including grading and also including the course schedule, which is going to be down the bottom of the syllabus here. Once you've done that, you should go into the Experiment 1 safety folder, and there you'll find the safety and syllabus quiz, which will have questions that directly relate to both safety and to the syllabus quiz. There's also a safety video here that you'll be able to watch that will help you with this safety and syllabus quiz. The next thing, how do you find out what's due? What you can do is you can always go back to the course homepage, and I would encourage this, that you do this very often, is go back to the course homepage and then you can look at the upcoming events area, and here you'll find all of the upcoming due dates for anything that is going to be due in the near future. And that's an excellent way to keep up to date with what's due and when you have to do things. Every lab activity has a link to something in the calendar, and all calendar items appear in this upcoming events area. All right, let's talk about what you're going to do when you actually do a lab. So what you'll do is you'll go back to course content here, and I'm just going to pick this Experiment 3 Mass and Volume Measurements lab. And this is the actual lab document. This is what you should read first. So you can click on that, you can print it out, you can read through it. You'll see a lot of information about what's going to go on in the lab and details about how to do the actual lab activities. Now this here is the procedure that's going to be followed during the lab, and I think the most important thing for you is this data sheet, because you'll need this data sheet here to fill it out so that you can know what you're going to put in your results section as well. The next thing you'll have to do is complete the pre-lab quiz. Now the pre-lab quizzes are going to be due 11:59 p.m. on the evening before the lab is scheduled. And you'll see that the pre-lab is down here, and it's going to be a quiz. It's open book. You can use your lab and to answer these questions that happen to be in that pre-lab quiz. What you should do then is watch any videos that are associated. There's going to be, for this one, this mass and measurement lab video. You should definitely watch that. If there's any other videos that are associated with this lab, you should watch those as well. Now it depends on how you're doing this lab. If you're doing it online, then you may watch this video during a virtual lab session. If you're doing it face to face, then you will attend an in-person lab and actually do the lab. The next thing you'll need is the data, and the data you'll find in the same folder. And there it is here, Measurement Lab Student Results. And these are the results that you will end up looking at and putting into your lab data, which was in the lab manual in that lab. So you can see these are all pictures of measurements. How do you know what to do? Everything's in the video and also in the lab manual, in the lab that you would have read for this experiment. Remember, the link to that is at the very top. There's the actual lab document, and then of course you've got the lab video for guidance as well. After you have, just a reminder about that the data sheet here, which is at the end of the lab. Right, after you've done that, then you'll be in a position to be able to complete the lab report. The lab report here is down the bottom. and that is going to be due 11:59 p.m. 6 days after the lab has been completed. After the lab has been graded, you will probably get a notification of that if your notifications are set up properly in my courses. If you have not set up notifications, you can always call technical support and they will help you do that. But you will be able to check your grade, and you should scroll down to the bottom here and you can see you've got a letter grade after completing each lab. So that's what you'll look at in order to figure out what your current course grade is. You are also able to check your own feedback as well. Now I have a video that shows you how to do that. It's called Reviewing a Graded Quiz. You can watch that video. I'll show you how to review your feedback from a quiz. What you'll do is you'll go to Submission Review, click on Quizzes. And when you get there, don't click on the quiz itself. Click on this little black down arrow here. So if I wanted to look at my feedback for this specific report, I'd click on the little black down arrow and then Submissions. If there were any submissions here, I could click on those, and in there I'll be able to see my instructor feedback. Anyway, thank you for watching the welcome and orientation video. Enjoy the course, and if you have any questions, please talk to your instructor.